Everybody, Melanie here, and first want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Happy 2017, and I hope this year for you is absolutely full and that you are very richly blessed. Let's see, I'm checking in with you 9 months post-op. I had the traditional Duodenal Switch surgery on March 30th, 2016 at Tenova Medical Center, Turkey Creek in Tennessee. My surgeon was Dr. Rob Williams of New Life Bariatrics in Knoxville, Tennessee. And my highest weight was 335 pounds. And as of today, my weight is 225, so I am down 110 pounds, finally. I've been in a stall for a little over a month. So I'm glad that the scale is finally moving for me. Holidays. Everybody's kind of coming out with all these confession videos, and I don't really have the confessions. My holidays were quiet, stressful for me, but I'm going to say self-induced stress because I was kind of battling an agoraphobic episode. I didn't want to be out. I didn't want to be around anybody. And when I was around people, it was forced. I was really, really forcing myself. Didn't go to any holiday parties or anything. Christmas was spent at home. Thanksgiving, I did go see my dad, and it was okay, but it was still stressful for me. So, and then my mother is going to be coming up later on this month for kind of like a birthday celebration for her. She has a January birthday. So instead of having her over for Christmas, I was able to get her to, let's push it back a little bit and have you up in January. So we will see how that goes. Did I indulge over the holidays? Not really. Now, I baked all sorts of things. I baked cookies and zucchini bread, and I made candies and fudge and all kinds of things. Some to take in here to the office, some to give to friends and coworkers and my boss. I made a nice gift basket for him with baked goods and whatnot, and some for my husband to take to his office, and a lot just to enjoy at home. One of the things that we did do was the Friday before Christmas, we had my husband's children. They're all adults now. They're my stepchildren. We had them over for a dessert party. So I had baked a cake and all kinds of cookies and candies and things like that for them to have. And they all did. And of course, I have 2 teenage boys at home, and they were nibbling all the time on the goodies and stuff. But for me, I mean, I had an occasional cookie, an occasional little nibble of something, but not very much. Why? Couple of reasons. It's not that I was afraid of undermining myself or falling off the wagon or anything. I'll tell you, when I had the first cookie, I felt fantastic at first. I got that nice sugar rush and the carb loading, and I got the euphoria that comes along with it. And then I was like, whoa, I can easily see how getting back into a carb habit is a very dangerous thing, because, I could keep on doing this. But then my stomach kicked in. Did I have stomach cramps or pain? No. But I still have a very tight restriction. I don't know if I was given a tight sleeve in my surgery or what. My soup. This is injury chicken protein. It was painful, not for having something sweet, but still with the restriction. So, one cookie, and I was like, that's all I want. Now, I would have loved to dive into the whole plate of them and roll around? Oh yeah, but my stomach just won't hold it. I guess, I've still got the tight restriction, and I'm 9 months out. Same with cake. You know, I could have like a bite of cake and the icing, no, way too sweet. Ugh, the icing was horrible. But the cake part, you know, I have one bite and my stomach felt full and I was like, I don't want it. And then the second part, being a de-esser with my malabsorption, my plumbing, intestines and all that stuff does not like carbs. No ma'am, it does not like carbs. Because when I did have the cookie or the candy or the piece of cake or the bite of cake, I mean, a couple hours later, oh boy, my guts let me have it. Painful gas, a lot of gas, and fragrant, and not in a good way. Yeah, it was not a pleasant experience. And I was like, oh God, I feel horrible. I don't like this. So, you know, a couple episodes of that and I was done. You know, that's why I was able to, you know, we baked a big ham for Christmas. Oh, give me the ham. Oh yeah. And I had a few bites of veggies. You know, I made green beans and lima beans and that sort of thing. I put plenty of butter all over them. Oh yeah, I was fine. I even had a couple of bites of mac and cheese. And they were okay, but it was really, really filling. I didn't eat dressing or that sort of thing. Just didn't want it. So, there we go. About the only thing that's gone downhill for me is exercising. And it's colder weather. If you've ever seen any of my earlier videos, especially very early on, I mentioned that I had a back surgery about 6 months before I had the DS. I had spinal fusion surgery in my lumbar area, my lower back. And they had to put a metal clip in there when they cut the bones and whatnot. And when it's cold, my back sings. It's very painful, and that's just one of the trade-offs that I'm gonna have to live with. So it makes it very difficult for me to want to move. So you know, it's one of those. Sometimes I've just got to kind of kick back in the recliner with my heating pad behind my back and just ride it out. So my exercise has been off for a little bit. Maybe, you know, if it warms up some, I can get some flexibility, but we're fixing to hit a cold snap. We're fixing to get some snow. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. So I'm just kind of taking it easy, doing what I can. That's pretty much it. But for those of you who have made videos about kind of falling off the wagon, especially over the holidays, I feel you. I really do, because again, just with the few carbs that I did have, I could have easily, if I hadn't had the painful restriction with my sleeve part of my stomach, I'd have been right there with you. It would have been so easy to slip into that. You know, you eat the cookie, or you taste the bite of fudge, or the candy, or the sweet, whatever it is, or the carbs, you know, the fries or the potatoes or whatever, and you get that wonderful carb rush. Your bloodstream is like, oh, easy energy. Oh, this feels so good, and you get a high from it. You really, really do. And then you get that crash, and you want more carbs to bring you back up to that high, and your insulin is going, hey, and you need more carbs to keep it going, to keep from the crash. And even with just a few that I had, boy, I could feel it, and I could very easily have been pushed into that. So maybe, you know, 18 months from now or whatever, if my restriction is eased up any, I may be looking at that same battle. I don't know. But I didn't see anything in my operative report about having an extra tight sleeve. I don't know if maybe that's just something that my surgeon likes to do. I didn't see anything remarkable about it. It looked like he removed about 60% of my stomach. I thought I had less of restriction than a VSG patient, but like I said, I'm 9 months out and I still have a tight restriction. I mean, for lunch today, I had 3 slices of Canadian bacon, 3 slices of cheese that were like small cracker cut size cheese, and that's it, and I felt full. Who knows? Anyway, that's it on my front. Just keep on chugging along. Again, I hope you all have a wonderful, happy new year filled with blessings, and I'm looking forward to seeing some more victories. Everybody have a fantastic week, and I love all of you, and sparkle on.